Hi YouTube, it's Jeremy. Just wanted to show you some of the progress I've made on the 20 long. If any of you watched the last video, I switched kind of courses. Originally this tank was supposed to be an African shell dweller tank, a multi-tank. In the last video I had the sand bottom on there and some rocks and was getting ready to go. And obviously this is not sand, and I'll tell you why. First off, I do like the look of sand. I think it's got a good natural look to it. However, I never have much luck with it for a variety of reasons. This time, I was thwarted by my filter. This is an AquaClear 50 brand. It's rated, or a 50 model. It's rated for 20 to 50 gallons. That's why I call it 50. But anyways, it's pretty powerful, and it's got a pretty powerful flow rate. And what was happening was when I had it right there, the outflow of the water hits the tank in the front right about here. And so it was pushing all of the sand just out of the way, shoving it to the sides until, essentially it was, you could see the glass bottom. So it was just making this big hole in the tank. So then I tried to fix it by putting it right here on the side and then having the water go the length of the tank. Same thing, like it would hit like right here on the bottom this way, and it would shove all the sand out, and eventually you'd see the bottom within an hour or two. So, I tried a few different things, like putting rocks where it was going to hit the bottom, or putting stone pieces in front of it to block it, and just nothing was really working, at least in a satisfactory way to me. So I just decided to kind of scrap that plan with the shell dweller tank, and so this is what I went with instead. I'm going to make this my low light tank. So right now I've got 4 anubias in there, 3 small ones and then a larger one in the back. I'm not exactly sure what species of anubias they are, I just know that they're anubias. But anyway, so that'll limit me to pretty much anubias or what? Oh, here's my dog, Julie Bear, and Wrigley. I guess they watched me start taking the videos. But anyways, back to the tank. So that limits me to pretty much low light plants, anubias or some species of moss, I guess. Or I guess I could put Java fern in here, but I'm not. And the only reason is, for whatever reason, I suck at keeping Java fern alive. I don't know what it is. I kill them with great skill for whatever reason. So anyways, I think I'm just going to keep this an anubias tank for the right now. In my beta tank right now, it's just wisteria. I was kind of digging the one species of plant look, so I might try an anubias tank. But anyways, I've got 2 pieces of Mopani driftwood in there, a darker piece and then a lighter piece. I always like interesting pieces of driftwood. This one I thought was cool because it's kind of like a teepee or a hut. Like you can go see under there. It's got a back part to it, and then it comes up like a teepee. And then this one I thought was just cool because it was a different tone. It's a lighter tone. It's kind of like an arch. And then there's just regular aquarium gravel and stones surrounding the roots of the anubias. So anyways, obviously these are still the fish from the last video. There's some tetras in here and some angels over in the corner. These are not going to be the fish I keep in here long term. I just have them helping to start the cycling process and to get the beneficial bacteria colony going. But they are not going to stay in here. The tetras I'll probably move to a different tank, and I'm going to give the angelfish to one of my friends because he's got a 75 gallon he's going to put them in. These angelfish are probably a little too big to be in this tank. It's not very tall, and mature angelfish get to be like 6 to 8 inches from top of their fin to the bottom sometimes, so they're a little bit too big to stay in this tank long term anyways. But I just did a partial water change. The water's really clear right now, and it's looking pretty good. So I'm not rushing anything. A lot of people encourage you to go slow and have patience when you're doing a fish tank setup, and I definitely agree with that. You need to have a plan and just kind of go slowly. But eventually, back to my fish. Since I'm not going to do a shell dweller tank anymore, I'm kind of back to square one on stocking for what's eventually going to stay in here. And I think the idea I like the most so far is I'm going to make this a cory tank, a cory catfish. And so I'm not sure if I'm going to have one school, or have one large school of one species, or two smaller schools of different species. But the cories I like are the Julie cories and the stir-bait cories, which are kind of the same, kind of like a salt and pepper look. And then I also like the panda cories. So probably two of those three I'll put in here as the bottom dwelling fish, and then for a top water and middle water swimming fish, I'll probably have I think rummy nose tetras are the ones I'm going to try out first, some sort of schooling fish. So, but anyways, that's about all I got for this tank. It's moving along. I don't know. Obviously, I'm not done yet with the plants. I'll put a few more plants in there. But yeah, right now I'm actually somewhat satisfied with how it's looking so far. So anyways, as always, thanks for watching my videos, guys, and I'll get back to you in a little bit. Appreciate it. Bye.